Got a line on your wrist, sir. Right full rudder. Message from Cochino, Captain. We may have to abandon ship. Rudder amidships. How do I answer, sir? There's still 9 men out there. Do I tell them that, sir? If you can reach them, yes. If you can't, by God, Captain, we're gonna run that man down. Left full rudder. All engines back full.
It's the longest hunk of silence I ever heard.
Not one sound in 2 hours.
Wind's let up a little, I guess. We're not rolling so hard.
There's nothing to hear. Not even those guys aft. I guess the doc must have put them all to sleep.
I wonder what it's like knowing all the skin's been burned off here. Dick was a good-looking son of a gun, too.
Yeah, well, right now he's just one big scab.
I keep thinking about that little guy, Philo. He never said anything. You never knew. Was he married?
Yeah. If he was, he never said anything.
No. I wonder who's worse off. Those guys burning up down there with Doc, and the ones up on deck. Stiff by now, I guess. Froze to the deck. I wonder how many of them will pull through.
None. This keeps up. Come on, Perry, try it again, will you?
My feet are frozen. I can't even feel my feet.
Here, put these on.
No, sir, Captain.
Put them on. When you get the circulation going, pass them around.
Yes, sir.
You, do the same with the foul weather gear. Right. Pass it around as much as you can.
Captain, sir.
Yes, Woodard?
There's some blankets in the forward torpedo room, sir. I'm going to get them.
You'll never make it. There's gas.
Well, I'm going to try. I'll go with you, boys. All right. Right down there. Watch it. We'll give him a minute.
How long is that?
I'd better go down, sir.
Give him 15 seconds more.
There he goes. Duck soup. But I don't recommend it. There's no more blankets.
Got to find him. I can't turn back and leave him. Why doesn't he yell? In the name of God, Bill, yell so I can hear you. Don't just stay out there without making a sound. How long has it been now? 2 hours, 3, maybe longer. Pennington lasted. He's still alive, and we only picked him up 10 minutes ago. If you're only a little bigger, why couldn't you be built like Pennington? You'd have weighed 200 instead of 145. I shouldn't be thinking of you alone. I know that. There's 6 other guys out there with you. But I didn't ever live with them. I didn't go out with them. I didn't fight with them over a woman. What are you doing in this business anyway? You didn't want any part of it. I started it. I gave you the idea. Now, why don't you tell me what you think of me? Go on, let me have it. Let me have it good. Shout it at me. Go on, shout. Shout till someone can hear you. Shout. Shout it. Shout it. Let me hear you. Let me hear you.
Say, Captain. Yes? Sir, it was over 3 hours ago since I acknowledged that message from the Cochino. There's still 7 men out there. I know, sir. But their message read, we may have to abandon ship. Yes, I know. Aye, aye, sir.
7 men. 78 on the Cochino. I guess that's it.
Head for the Cochino, Cook.
Aye, aye,
I'm going below. Right full rudder! Right full rudder! All engines full ahead! All engines full ahead!
Rudder is right full, sir.
How's that on?
All engines full ahead,
Not
sir.
too bad, Doc. Sea stays quiet like this. Start to roll around, it ain't so hot.
Say, what's that?
They're working on the rudder. They got 2 engines in good shape, but you can't do much without a rudder.
Cut that out! Don't get it left! I can't stand it!
For a while. All right.
Doc?
Take it easy.
Doc? Can I have a drink of water, Doc? My mouth feels like it's full of dry mustard.
Well, you'll feel worse if you try to drink. You're better off the way you are.
Okay, Doc, but I'd be better off if I was a hot dog.
What happened to Tusk, Doc? Why don't they come?
They will. They just lost us for a while, that's all.
Lost us? How could they lose us, Doc? They ditched us. Come on, let's have it straight, Doc. They ain't coming back, are they?
I can only tell you what I think. I think they'll get here.
When?
I don't know.
What's that?
Nick? Nick, how do you feel?
Naked. What'd you do, Doc? Take all my skin off, too?
Try not to move.
How can I? I think he got me glued to this bunk. I feel sort of like a lobster. I'm getting all hard on the outside. I'll end up on a sideshow yet, Doc. The biggest shellfish ever brought in the fisherman's pier. Remind me not to try to laugh again, will you, Doc? Doesn't pay.
How's the pain?
It's not bad now. You got some more of that stuff when it starts again?
Don't you worry, baby. I'm going to take care of you.
Sure you will.
Somehow.
Where is everybody? Alone, Doc?
They're still here.
What's the matter with you guys? Anyone would think this was a morgue?
How you feeling, Mr. Wright?
Not so good. I'm thinking about myself. I'll bet the rest of you are doing the same thing. The whole trouble is, it's too quiet in here. What we need's a little music. Has anybody got a Victrola?
Ah, there's one right here. It's not in very good shape. It's taken a terrible beating.
Who hasn't? But I'll bet I can make a better noise than that. Sweet Adeline. Sweet. Come on, you guys. I'm not getting paid for this, you know. Sweet Adeline. My Adeline.
Fritz! Engine room! Fritz! Engine room! Fritz!
Ridgeye!
Hey, tell the old man we got the steering mechanism broken apart. I think 2 of us might be able to steer it with a wrench.
This is the old man, Davis. What do you want me to do? Start her up and see if you can hold it?
Yes, sir, Captain. We'd like to give it a try, anyhow.
Good work, Davis. Put a wrench to her and we'll give her a try.
Aye.
Start easy. We don't want anybody to break his arm. Make 40 turns.
Aye, sir. Make 40 turns.
You got any word?
Nothing from the Tusk, sir. But I've just come up from the cruise quarters.
How are the men? How's Mr. Wright? Has he come to yet?
You won't believe this, Captain. He's leading those guys in a song fest.
What?
Couldn't keep a tune, Captain. But he kept on trying.
What's he singing?
Sweet Adeline.
Bridge, engine room. Bridge, engine room.
Ridgeye!
We're ready, Captain.
All engines ahead. 1/3.
All engines ahead. 1/3.
Sweet Adeline, my Adeline.
Of my heart, sweet Adeline.
Now, come on, you guys. How about a little harmony?
Sweet Adeline.
try to get a little more sleep.
Thanks, Doc. Jeff it in good.
Okay, fellas, let's quiet it down a bit. Just gonna try and get a little more sleep.
And now let's pause for a moment and look at our program again. Say, that's a home-like scene. More for you. Well, if it's something we really like, I guess all of us want more.
That sure is right.
Well, of course it is. And I can tell every one of you how to get plenty more if you are looking for a new home entertainment unit that gives you television, radio, and phonograph. And there's the answer. The new Westinghouse combination called the Manor Crest. It gives you more tubes, more circuits, and more power. Now, Dean, suppose you tell them what a difference that makes in reception.
Well, suppose a plane is flying overhead, or your neighbor's using his electric razor, and suddenly your picture begins to wobble like this, or you hear a sound like this. Now, that never happens with this set, because the amazing Westinghouse combination inside this cabinet improves any interference to such an extent that it literally sweeps interference out of the air, giving you a performance that's as smooth as, well, as the silk in Betty's dress.
And that's very smooth. And here's something else that's smooth. This huge screen with a special 17-inch black glass rectangular tube. And here is the new Westinghouse single-dial control. Now, you just give it one single turn like that, and you're tuned in perfectly. Now, the moment you turn the dial, it's just as though you put a key in a lock. Sound and picture come in perfectly, locked together, because of Westinghouse synchro tuning. And they stay locked in tune. Now, when you turn this knob to AM, you get your favorite radio programs, and wonderfully clear. When you turn it to FM, that amazing Westinghouse exclusive Rainbow Tone FM gives you music that's actual. The phonograph takes every one of your favorite records, no matter what size and make they are. It plays as many as 12 records at a time. And what's more, it's trouble-free, and it plays them so wonderfully clear. But the most important word for you to remember about this beautiful new Westinghouse combination is the word more. In every way, it gives you more. Be sure to ask for the Westinghouse. Don't forget, you can be sure if it's Westinghouse.
We return now to The Last Cruise. We open on the bridge of the United States submarine Cochino.
How long can she hold out? She's been torn and beaten and bruised for 4 hours. It's hard to remember how graceful she was. Slim and clean, inside and out. 4 hours that made a hag out of her. Violated her. But I remember how she was. I haven't forgotten. And I'm proud of her. What I do that was wrong. Where'd I fall down? What'd I miss? I didn't want it to end this way. I wanted something else.
Hap! Look here!
Where?
I guess it was nothing, sir. No, Captain, isn't that a light?
Yes, I think it is. Still, it only may be a trawler.
So prepare to send a flare.